Hi, today for Vlogmas Day 6, I would like to share a Christmas memory with you. When I was young, my father used to organize sleigh rides. He had found a ranch where the owner would rent that place for parties. And this owner organized as well sleigh rides. So my father organized this celebration for our family and family friends. It was a big party because on my father's side, they were 12 children, plus their spouses, plus their children. It was a big party and I was always looking forward to it. This owner had working horses and a sleigh. So he would offer with the rent of the room sleigh rides. So he would offer 3 kind of sleigh rides. 2 before supper and 1 after supper. So the first sleigh ride that he offered was a sleigh ride for the young people. So all my cousins that were younger and those who wanted to join with the young ones. So I would go as well. I was about 11, 12 years old. The owner had a sleigh and it didn't have any sides to it. And we would sit on hay and we would sit like around and you could sit as well in the middle. It was nice because this owner had a large land. So he would go through his fields and then we would go into the forest, right into the forest, and then come back out to his field. It was about a 20-minute ride, if I can remember correctly. So the first ride was for the young ones. The second sleigh ride was for teenagers and adults. And basically this ride was that you could push people off the sleigh. So the owner would do the same route around in this field, in the forest and out in the field. And in the fields, when the sleigh was in the field, you were allowed to push others off the sleigh. And mind you, the owner was going very slow because there was a lot of snow and people got pushed and you had to like run for the sleigh, but you were able to make it to the sleigh. So it really didn't go really fast because we would never be able to get back on the sleigh because of the snow. We had snow probably to our knees. So there's no way we could have make it to the sleigh if the sleigh didn't went very slow. So we were allowed to push out of the sleigh in the fields. When we went in the forest, you weren't allowed anymore. It was you needed to go in the forest without pushing anybody, obviously, because trees, people could get hurt. So we weren't able to push, and then out back into the field after, you were allowed to push again, to push people again. And that was really nice because the sleigh was going so slow and people pushing everybody, and you would fall into into really full fluffy snow. It was quite the fun. And then we would go in and we would go eat. And the owner had he did the music actually, so he was the DJ of the place. So he put super fun music for us to dance and play games and run and scream. And we also had a Santa Claus. I think it was, if I remember correctly, it was my best friend's father that would do the Santa Claus. And he would give out gifts, obviously gifts that my parents had brought him to give away. Every parent had brought gift for their kids and he would just distribute the gifts. And then after that, there would be a third sleigh ride. And this sleigh ride was for anybody and everybody. And he would go you would go into the sleigh ride, and it would be to enjoy the sleigh ride, look at the stars, the tree. It was very magical. It was exactly, well, I felt that it was exactly like in the movies. If you think about it, two horse, a sleigh, sitting on balls of hay. It was fantastic. And I remember vividly doing the ride and looking at the sky, and how, because I lived in the city and this obviously was in the country. And in the country, there's no light pollution, or barely. So I remember looking at the sky and feeling so small, and seeing how big like the sky was, how many stars there were, and I was amazed by that. Yeah, that was a great memory. And then we go back, and then we finished the evening, and then we would go back home. But I remember it like it was yesterday. My father worked really hard to get that organized, because when you're a large group like that, back then there were no such thing as cell phone or internet. So it was all done by phone or in person. And yeah, so having that large of a group, finding a date that fit everybody, it was a big deal. That is one of my favorite memory of Christmas or the holidays. And I remember the owner putting red bows in his horse's hair, and one big one on the tail. And they also had jingle bells on their back. So when they would walk, you could hear the bells jingle. And it was really nice. It was a nice place that this guy had. And yeah, so that is one of my favorite memories of Christmas when I was young, or the holidays when I was young. I would like to know, do you have nice memories of the holidays when you were young? If you have a nice holiday memory, either when you were young or as an adult, please, you can share it in the comment down below. I would love to read it. So that will be it for me. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.